Oh man, today is going to be fun. So I bought this building in East Spencer, North Carolina, and yeah, I don't even know what to do with this thing. My plan is to put it on the MLS and sell it. This wasn't well, it started off as a traditional wholesale deal, and then things kind of went weird after that. So what ended up happening is my buyer backed out. So I basically got stuck with this building. Now, it was cheap enough to where it was like, whatever, you know, I don't really have a lot of money tied up here. It kind of made me upset that my buyer decided at the last minute that he wasn't buying this building. But if anything, you know, his loss is my gain, because now I can go ahead and put this thing on the MLS. I have all the time in the world, because it doesn't really matter how long it sits on the MLS, because this could be a short-term or a long-term investment. So today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get in here, and I don't know how well you can see this, but door's locked. This is gonna be super unconventional how I'm gonna get into it. I don't have my bolt cutters with me, so instead I brought a little friend with me today. So my little friend is gonna be this 10-pound sledgehammer. Now this is not really a key to open doors, but I'm just gonna give it a good whack, see if I can just break this lock. I'm also gonna get some gloves real quick, because this thing kind of weighs a lot, and I hurt my left wrist a few weeks ago, and kind of want to take some precautions. Wish me luck. The funny thing is the police station is right next door to me, and they actually reached out to us maybe about, I think it was like a few months ago. It was a few months before we actually purchased this place, and we were under contract with the seller, and they told us, they're like, yeah, we'll buy it off of you, but we'll buy it from you for your contract price. And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna sell it to you for my contract price, come on. So I told the city basically, you know, either give me 50,000 or I'm just gonna buy it and I'll do whatever I want with it. Apparently they want to build a fire station here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna list it on the MLS, and if they want to buy it from me, reach out to my realtor. All right. Well, hopefully I don't break this whole door, but we'll see. Good luck. Should have brought my bolt cutters. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue to bang on that. Luckily, I brought some other tools with me. I'll be honest with you, I should have just brought a 12-gauge shotgun and just blast the door open. But I don't think the cops are gonna enjoy that, so let's see if I can get this thing through. There you go. That's fun. Look at that. I really want to. There we go. Look at that. Maybe I can find a broom in here and clean this giant mess up. But this is actually a solid building. Let's go inside and check it out. All right, so that's one way to get inside of a building. And it definitely was fun doing it, I won't lie. But as you can see, this place, so long story short, this was a mechanic shop. It was a mechanic shop for a very long time. And hopefully I don't line myself with these cables that are hanging. Oh, and there goes a bee. Hold on. Hold on. All right, there we go. So they used to fix cars in here. The lady who owned it said that this was her grandfather's since like 1910. So in the family for a really long time. And you can see that this building is pretty old, and it's in rough shape. I'm not gonna say that it's terrible, because it really isn't. This little space here, oh great, I got a spider web on me. This little space here is not too bad. Look at this. I got spider web all over me. But yeah, so I mean, as far as the integrity of the building, it's in decent shape. I'm looking at the roof right now and see a couple spots here and there where it does have some issues. I don't see any water pooling in here, which is another good thing, because usually pooling water means that there's you know, something going on here, or there's a really bad roof leak. But as far as, there's like a ghetto paint booth here. I don't know if you notice this, but this has like just plastic walls and whatnot, which is fine, you know. So as far as its usability from a commercial property standpoint, so I'm pretty sure you've heard throughout this entire video all the cars passing by in the background. And this street is really busy. Man, it is hot in here, I will say this. Whew, it is really hot. So we have like a heat wave going on right now. So this is like the hottest time of the day. It's like 99 degrees outside. Luckily in here it's not too bad. There is some type of ventilation going on because it's not that hot, but I am sweating to death. It is really hot. My truck was nice and cold and I feel like going back in there. This property should be a decent investment as far as us being able to flip this. So I'm gonna give you guys an aerial shot of this. But it's sitting on a really nice piece of property. So there's the ability to have 2 houses in the back and 2 houses in the front if you were gonna knock it down. Now, if you're gonna use this as a commercial space, you could actually pave this whole thing on the right side of the building as kind of like a parking lot, so that way you can sell cars out of here. So you got the ability to sell cars, you got an actual building. This building is 2,200 square feet, so it's a pretty good sized building. I could see why the city kind of wanted this for their fire department, because that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to put a fire station here, but if they want it from me now, they're gonna have to fork up some big bucks, because I'm not gonna let it go cheap, and I can sit on it if I want to. I could tear this whole building down if I want to. So I ended up leaving there because all of a sudden, I don't know what the heck happened, but everybody started pulling up, asking me questions, asking me if I bought the building. I had a guy offer me like $50,000 for the building, which was kind of cool because I am interested in selling it. He was asking me a bunch of questions, but I didn't want to take 50, even though it was more than what I was actually originally trying to sell it for. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this thing down. I'm gonna hold on to it and see what, you know, the MLS will pay, and that way I don't have to worry about, you know, who's buying it. I don't have to worry about time frame. I can just let it sit and see what happens. That's the main point I guess I want to get to as far as inflation goes. And if you want a really good hedge against inflation, buy real estate. Real estate and gold are the only 2 things that are really good hedges against inflation. And it's because as inflation increases, the property values increase, which basically makes your money grow. Like the $17,000 that building costed me, I could have left those $17K in the bank, probably made like a $5,000-$10,000 assignment fee, and then I would have made no money. You know, like, yeah, the return on investment on $17,000 sitting in the bank is like 0.01%. I think my business bank account pays like 2% or something like that. So now if I sell this building for, let's say I take that guy's offer at $50,000, I just made like, I don't know, I just made about what, like $32,000 worth of profit off of a $17,000 investment, basically using this place as my bank account instead of just letting the 17 grand sit in my bank account. The area is definitely increasing in value, and 3-4 months ago I probably wouldn't have been able to sell it for $50,000. I tried, I pushed that thing out for weeks and nobody wanted that property. Now all of a sudden there's a lot of stuff going on there, plus, you know, properties are getting more and more expensive. So it's increasing in value every single day. Of course, that's not gonna last forever, but you know, we're gonna go ahead and push it out on the MLS today. I'm gonna list it for 100,000 and see what happens. See where it goes, see if somebody wants it. I know the city was trying to buy it off of me, but they were trying to lowball me, and you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this Lowe's right now. I just pulled up at Lowe's, and I'm gonna buy a lock for this property. I don't need anything fancy, but I just want it to lock it up. That way I don't have, like, you know, crackheads going in there and trying to sleep in there, which I don't think that'll happen, but you know, you never know. So let's go and get this lock. That way I can go ahead and secure this property and call it a day. I don't need anything that's like top-notch security, so I think this should fit that lock hole, because this looks like about the same size as the previous lock, even though it might be, I don't know, maybe a little too short, but we'll find out. You know, actually, while looking at these locks, because I wasn't sure, I found one. Just a few bucks more. Boom. This looks like actually the one I destroyed. So I came back over here to stick the lock on, and it fit. Looks just like the other one that was on there. I went ahead and I also put a lockbox on here, so that way we could not have to come back here every time somebody wants to take a look at this place, and make it a whole lot easier when it's listed on the MLS. So hopefully by the time you guys are watching this video, I'm hoping I at least got an offer in, or it's under contract to close. I want to get rid of this thing, make some money, and put that money to good work, because I have really no use for this building. Like this, I mean, I can't say I don't have any use for it, because I know that a few blocks down that way, they're building a bunch of new builds. So I could actually knock this building down and probably get, like, I don't know, like maybe 3 new builds. Because now that everybody's gone, you guys can see the property goes farther down that way, and down the street, it's probably about towards almost that second post over there is where the actual property line is. So I'm hoping that, you know, we can either, somebody's gonna buy this thing for the actual building, or somebody's gonna buy this thing to knock it down and put some houses on it. Town of East Spencer, their building is right next door, so maybe even they will put in an offer to buy this place. Well, that's it for me, guys. I am tired, so I will catch you guys on another vlog.